Good morning everyone! It's been such a good morning so far. So I went to the gym, I've done my fasted cardio. Things have changed a little bit because we are super duper behind, which is obviously not ideal. So now on I'm doing 40 minutes of steady state cardio in the morning instead of like 30 minutes steady state 10 minutes intervals. My steps have been changed from 11,000 to 16,000. I was doing quite, I think, more anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. Food is still the same. And on the way back from the gym actually, I picked up one of these because I do really like these, and I got a mango passion fruit flavour. This is a game changer. This is like by far my favourite flavour, so check it out. Actually don't, because you don't want to become addicted to these. I also got some spinach because I need the spinach, and I'm going to make my meal one. I've done my client check-ins, so I have two types of clients. I have ones where I do like monthly online plans and we have like weekly check-ins and they can send over videos for me to kind of look at, give technique analysis. And then I also have Zoom clients, and I've got a Zoom client at 10. I think we're about 9 at the moment. So I've just got to get a bit of work done, have my breakfast before then. And yeah, we are smashing the morning. It's so nice to be alive, awake and feeling good again. Meal one is the same as always. 50 grams of oats, 10 grams of whey concentrate from Protein World, milk chocolate flavour, and then 50 grams spinach, 50 grams mushrooms, 2 eggs, and that is my training day food. So I do feel like things like my routine are kind of coming together quite nicely now. I still haven't practiced like the main moves and that, and still got like the ending pretty much to finish. And even though I don't have a lot of, well, today I had to do it in the track and field zone, which is like the greens actually, you might have seen in some of my videos because the studio's busy. But I feel like we can nail that, like hopefully. In terms of physique, it's going to be a bit of an ask the next 2 weeks just because I probably won't be so shredded as I need to be. Where we've had a couple of setbacks and we started everything quite late. Hopefully this week, as I said, I'll be able to get back to doing intervals because they are the best in terms of like burning fat. We just see what my coach says about check-ins every day. See what changes we have to make, and I will keep you guys as updated as possible. Oh, the oat situation today, a lot better. I always have my savoury first, but yesterday I put way too much water in. Not nice at all. It has been such a good morning this morning. I've just made my meal we've got 100 grams of broccoli and 80 grams of chicken. I've literally smashed through client stuff. I've had my client Zoom call. I've pretty much edited my video, which will go out tonight. Just been listening to a really, really interesting podcast by Mark Coles again. He's literally like one of my favourite people in the fitness industry and to give podcasts. And just everything he says is so valuable and it's so true. And he's got so much experience, and honestly, if you're in the fitness industry, you'll definitely know who he is. But if not, then give him a follow anyway. And yeah, it's basically kind of, I don't know, it always gives me a lot of food for thought. But one thing I was thinking about, the particular podcast I was listening to, was the fact that like the last, I guess, 2-3 years while I've been like travelling, and obviously the last year and a half whilst I haven't been travelling with COVID and things, I've really focused on obviously my kind of bodybuilding and actually changing my physique. And yeah, it's kind of just made me realise how much for me the last couple of years has been a journey of self-mastery in terms of developing, well, it's been like an apprenticeship actually, an apprenticeship for myself, building the body that I want. Next meal, we are moving on to prawns. So I have my favourite prawns. This is my meal 3, and then we'll have my pre-workout and then head to the gym. So I have, I think, 80 grams of that, and then 50 grams of pasta, which I need to cook. And yeah, and then in 2 hours I'll probably have my pre-workout. Good morning guys! So we are at 5:40. I was actually up an hour ago. I sent my check-in over to my coach. Already got my reply back. He's literally on it, so it's so good. and pleased with how everything's going today since I've been able to do intervals, increase my steps slightly. We're going in the right direction. Just gonna see what time the bus is. 6:20. Oh, we got ages, we're gonna walk. So I'm going to the gym to do my morning cardio this morning, and I've got a really busy day with clients and another training session, handstand session this evening, no weight session today.
Stepping on your roller coaster, going down, but I never felt this high. Biggest ride of the century. Wanna drop into the ocean, wanna feel like we're the only ones around, but I'm lost, you got me clueless. You can reach the sky while I'm stuck here on the ground, and I'm afraid of how it feels when you're not around. And I don't want to, but I can't deny there's something about you, something about you. It took some time to realize there's something about you. Rabbit holes in my heart and in my mind, feeling drunk, but I'm sober. 'Cause you can reach the sky while I'm stuck here on the ground.
So I just done morning posing practice. Actually the studio is quite busy this morning for 6 AM. But I'm gonna go and do my morning cardio, so I've got 40 minutes to do. And honestly, anyone who tells you you can do something like quickly, no, there's no shortcut to kind of, you know, creating what you want. You gotta be in it for the long run, you gotta be prepared to put in hard work. But yeah, we're gonna do the cardio and then probably some routine practice, and then later on I'll come back for my second session of handstands. Oh my gosh, guys. Terribly wet, soggy day outside. But we've got in the 40 minutes cardio this morning, and I did a posing practice, which I'll probably insert in the clip. I also picked up a couple of things on the way back. I did take the bus back because it was tipping it down. So I got oats. I really like these jumbo oats. I mean, I got the ones from the Nest last time, but I do really like jumbo oats. I got frozen raspberries. I got eggs. One of these waters again because I really enjoyed it yesterday. The mango passion fruit sugar-free one. And then king prawns and dark chocolate. This one, I've never tried this one. 90% from Sainsbury's Ugandan dark chocolate. So we'll see if that's as good as the M&S one. So I'm going to make my meal one. It's actually a slight variation on two of my meals I have today. Basically, like, the overall what I'm eating will be the same, but I just like to have oats in the morning, otherwise it's just egg whites with one egg, which is kind of sad. So I will show you guys as I make it. We have 4 egg whites, we have 1 whole egg, we have 100 grams of spinach. I just seasoned them with salt, pepper, a bit of paprika, and then we also have 30 grams of oats with 50 grams of berries. Now, my meal later, one of my meals later, is actually oats, berries, chocolate and whey. But what I do is I take some of the oats from that, some of the berries from that, and I just make it into like more of a meal for my first meal, because I like having oats for breakfast. And I feel like when it's just egg whites, it's really, really sad. So I still get in all my protein in my meal later, but I just also have a bit of carbs in my first meal. Client 1 is complete, and I've literally got 10 minutes until my next client, so I didn't really have time to eat a meal even though I'm really hungry. A meal. So I'm gonna have a coffee and some water, and that will get me through, and then as soon as I finish my next client call, then I will have my next meal, so meal 2. One thing I have to make sure when I have my client calls, because they're hour-long Zoom calls, is that I don't drink too much before, because otherwise literally halfway through I really, really need a pee, which is obviously not what I want. But my first client I've had for quite a long time, a couple of years now, and honestly he's come on such a long way. Like, just at the beginning, he'll admit this, he was probably one of the tightest people in terms of like flexibility that I've ever known, and now, you know, he's got to a very good level of flexibility. And we started off, actually it was more weight loss, and now he's working on handstands, which is it's just amazing, like, to see his journey and be able to help him with his journey. And my next client is also working on handstands. They actually broke their foot last year, and so we started off in the handstand journey, and he's also lost a lot of weight, which is incredible. And now we weren't sure whether he'd ever be able to handstand again, and now he's getting back to them, and it's just so exciting. So I love being able to help my clients, and I've got one later who I've had for a couple of years. Is amazing. He's working on more like strength work. I've got other clients who I do like monthly coaching with, so I'll do a fully personalised program for them, and then we'll have weekly check-ins, but it won't be like hour-long Zoom calls. But I will be taking on more clients and then building out my membership site, because they're the two things that I really, really want to do, so I can help as many people as possible with their training goals. I just find it so rewarding. Like, I think you know, it's such an amazing job, because you can have such a positive impact on people's lives, and literally for me it's about creating that change in someone, and if you can do that, then yeah, like, how can there be a more rewarding job than having a positive impact on someone's life? Really good sessions this morning with my clients, and now I'm ready for my next meal. So we have got chicken and vegetables and dark chocolate. So guys, we have 100 grams of chicken, 100 grams of veg, and then we have 10 grams of dark chocolate. Gonna have this, and then my next meal is 100 grams of chicken, 100 grams of veg, but no dark chocolate. This 90% chocolate is good from Sainsbury's. It's definitely not as good as M&S. I think it was Peruvian or Peru, 80%, 85%. It's not as good as Lindt 90%. Had a flying visit into town, literally an hour round trip. I did get the bus both there and back, and I was in town for not very long, like 20 minutes or so. And we are now on meal 3, which is 100 grams of green beans and 80 grams of chicken. Well, it's actually 100 grams like raw of chicken. And I have 2 hours for my next client, and then we're gonna go back into town, back to Burr's to train my handstand session. So today is quite a busy day with like client things. I've got like client programs that I need to do now. We are ready for meal 4, and I'm hungry. So we're gonna have oats. I've got the rest of the oats that I didn't have earlier, which is 45 grams, 20 grams of whey, 50 grams of berries, and 20 grams of chocolate. So it's probably my favourite meal of the day, to be honest. It's my favourite meal of the day because obviously I love chocolate. Anyway, after this, I'm gonna go and train. So I'll walk to the gym probably. And then I've got 2 more meals left. Good morning guys, happy Wednesday. We are back onto morning cardio and posing practice. Just checked the studio. I thought I'd left it a bit late, but I think I've got about 10-15 minutes, so I'm going to try and get in a bit of posing practice in my heels, and then we've got 40 minutes of faster cardio. So we're back to 30 minutes steady state, 10 minutes of intervals, so I'll probably go on the Stairmaster, I think, just because I'm fully back to life, fully back to energy, and excited to train today. And then I've got a pool session later.
Rivers run dry, dust breaths in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing.
Back from faster cardio, and I do really enjoy it actually. As always, I just stopped off at Sainsbury's on the way back, so I picked up some of my favourite water, some more spinach, some more dark chocolate, bagels, because I have bagel after my pull on my leg day, and eggs, because I get through eggs like I get through chicken, and then lastly, broccoli. So same old, nothing changes at the moment. Diet's still the same. Cardio, we've swapped back from 40 minutes steady state, which I just did basically for one day, to 30 minutes steady state, 10 minutes intervals fasted, and then 20 minutes intervals post workout. I feel good. I feel really good to be back on track with things. I had my check-in this morning. Checking in every day at the moment, just because obviously we're so close to comp and we're quite behind, and my coach is happy with how everything's going. We are getting back on track. I'm not going to say we're back on track yet, but we're getting back on track, which is good. No other changes, so I'm just going to make my meal one, which I won't bother showing you guys because I've shown you about a million times. My eggs, my spinach, my mushrooms, my oats with a bit of whey. Meal one is complete. I kind of feel like I'm now at that point where I eat and then I don't feel satisfied, I just feel hungry still once I finish my food. But that's fine, it's prep life, and there's not much you can do about it, you just get on with it. Like, at the end of the day, I think the thing you have to think about with prep or with food in general is like food is fuel for your body. And so you want to be able to fuel your body the best way possible to be able to perform optimally. So it's pretty much, you know, you just got to be a bit more disciplined. But that's kind of how I look at it. And yeah, I've just got so much stuff I need to power through that I'm not even really going to have time to think about it this morning, being hungry. So that's kind of good. As you guys will see from my video, most days are pretty similar. It involves training twice a day, getting all my meals in, having my client calls, having my client like programs that I need to tweak or I need to create, editing videos, going for a walk, heading into town, grabbing a coffee, and yeah, it's basically prep life. And I think it's all about routine and structure, and if you can deal with that, and you've got a goal, you know, you can get to where you want to. If you can't, and you know, you can't get in your training, you can't get in your meals, you can't stay on track, you've got so many temptations and you can't say no to those things, then obviously the goal isn't a big enough kind of why for you, or you don't want it enough. But yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy that little video. There will be more videos, lots more videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, as things probably will change a little bit, I imagine, over the next 2.5 weeks. And then peak week is always a fun one to film as well. So I'll keep you all posted. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you for next video. Bye guys!